Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, it's not on these guys, but it's just a little update. These guys are doing good. They just say they're doing good. I just turned the lights on, so they're a little stressed. But yeah, these guys, they're getting fat. They're eating. They're doing real good. I'm just doing this because I don't want to spoil the whole video right now. But alright, let's just go do it. Here's the Oscar, and he has a new tank mate. Let's see where he's at. I finally did it. I moved the Texas cichlid and the Oscar. Which, there he is back there. There was no aggression. The Oscar sometimes chases him around, but he's just so fat that he's so slow. And the Texas is so fast, so yep. And I'm sorry for a majority of this video though. It's not really bright lighting, because I had the lights off just so the Oscar wouldn't get too angry if I put him in here. But that's his cave right there. I rescaped it a lot in here, but it's been a few days now. The Oscars haven't been too aggression to him. I put Texas's cave back there, even though he uses that new one right back there. The kitty fish, catfish, is chilling in there. You guys can see his little white on him. But there he is out. He looks really cool in this tank. His colors, I will say, have gotten really more blue in this bigger tank. And this Oscar, his growth is just taking off. He's gonna need a big tank here soon, which when I'm making this intro right now, the previous video was made a few days ago. Now I'm making the intro, but it's crazy how YouTube works. Make a video and then still gotta make the intro and stuff. But right now, my concrete slab is getting poured for my little fish shed right now. So that's getting awesome right now. So that's supposed to get done here maybe probably the start of September. These guys are probably going to be moved out into the shed. So yeah, we can get him a big old tank here soon probably. But yeah, we got the Texas. So yeah, I'm planning on maybe making these guys a big old pond, a little stock tank in that little fish room. Like they'll have the little 100-gallon ones. That's what I'm kind of thinking and getting. So all these dudes have their own little home. 100-gallon or like a 125 or something like that. I don't know. Just depends, honestly, on what fits in the little door. But yep. So I'm sorry for majority of this video though. I try to make the video a little brighter, but it doesn't really help. But yeah, Gupper just hates the lighting, so very sorry about all that. But yeah, hope you guys can still enjoy it, even though you can't really see much, but you can still hear me, so hear all the plans and stuff. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on another video. It's been about a week since I put the Texas in this tank, and it failed. Let's just say he had to get moved back into his 5-gallon for now. We had a bunch of aggression going on here. Oscar's just chasing him around. Even the catfisher is getting a little aggression with the little Texas at night. When the catfish always comes out, he always, like, when the Texas is in the air, like, the catfish is always, like, rubbing him out, and then he comes behind and starts chasing him. So yep, he's back in his 5-gallon, but he's not in there for too long because I did just get the concrete pad poured outside, which is good because the fish room is going to be done here soon. And these guys, all three of these guys, are going to be going in a 170-gallon stock tank pond. So it's going to be awesome. Even my other Oscars, we're going to grow them out in here just like we did with this guy. And then, yeah, they're all going to be in the 170. I might get one more cichlid for that tank, and then that's all. That's it. So yeah, they're supposed to, well, the concrete's been poured a long time ago, but like they were supposed to get the shop built Friday of me editing on this video, but they didn't. So this Saturday, tomorrow, they're supposed to start it, which is good. So while they do that, while they start it, I'll be ordering all my racks and stuff for these tanks and stuff. But I'm gonna use just sponge filters, so I'm not gonna have no more hang on backs. But yeah, we're gonna do sponge. So the rack is gonna be like that. So I have like the little the air pump in there, and then it would run sponge filter to there, sponge filter to there, and sponge filter to there, and it would like sponge filter to there. So yeah, like the rack is probably about this same size. It's just a lot tall. So more tanks here, and tanks here. So my goal is a 40 gallon for the African cichlids, and then a 40 gallon. We got a I'm probably just gonna buy a 40 gallon. I did get a 29 gallon here recently from off the side of the road. I actually found it, and it holds water and everything. So I painted the background, and I'll do a video on that when it gets closer to fish room. But that video, the end of August, we should have a fish room. Just a heads up on those videos. So the end of August video should be a fish room videos. I'm excited. I can't wait for these guys to get it. I can't wait. Once these guys get into 170, his growth is probably gonna be like the size of my hand. Once he gets in there, he's gonna take off. But I'm sure there's probably not gonna be too much aggression in that because it's freaking massive. This probably goes to maybe this to probably right there, probably. So I'm gonna have like the same little cave area like that, and then like I have like cinder blocks, so like I can, once these guys get like bigger, they can hide in. Well, they can always hide in it. Like I can have a little cinder block there. There's already some gravel in it from the old pond, the old goldfish pond. I just need to rinse it out. It's a little dirty, but we'll rinse it out, let it cycle for a few, and get these guys all in there. I do need to buy some more pool filter sand for that because it's just gravel, and I want to have like a sand section, so like the Texas or like another, if I get a Jack Dempsey, which is my goal. My goal in life is to get another Jack Dempsey. That's a goal. But it all just depends on what other cichlids they got there. Maybe I get another Texas. Maybe you can try to breed the Texas in there. There's a lot of room. It would be cool if we get a female, one of my albinos, breed from. Would be cool. Would be really sick. If both of my albinos were girls, that would be so cool. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. But I just want to come on here and say he's back in here. Let's see if he'll eat for us before we go. Yep, he's eating. So he's good in here. Let's just give some to the Oscar. I haven't fed him. But yeah, he's been a bad boy chasing the Texas, but yeah. Get your food, bud. But I'm gonna zip tie these to the top of the rack. I will be getting like a new lid for this. This is gonna be my grow out / quarantine tank right there, and then that one will be my community little tank. And I do have this chair in here. This is gonna go in my fish room. For now, it's my doggy's bed. But she likes it. But yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and a lot of fish room videos coming soon. Thanks you for watching.